Hey,
Hello, my name is Selena.
and my name's Theoni, and you are listening to Piping Hot.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Piping Hot. We are so excited that you are here today joining us for another fantastic episode.
I don't know why this just popped into my head, but like for some reason when you said it, it just like triggered something in my brain. Whenever we say like, we're so happy to have you, it reminds me of like the Bama Rush girls on like TikTok where it's like a group of them and they're like, we're so happy to have you. And it's like, oh, I'm joining a cult.
Oh,
like,
yeah, all in unison, like monotone.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, that's right. I that's not my intention.
No, and the way you said it was not that. It just, for some reason, I just thought of that. So,
Yeah.
anyways, how have you been? What's new? How's life? How's your family? I did that the other week, too. I need to figure out a new way to, like, lead into that. So that's not what I'm thinking about.
I'm doing good. I had my birthday last Friday.
Yes,
So
happy birthday, Selena. Happy birthday,
Yes.
Raven. I can't swim. Guys, Selena's 26.
I know. I'm closer to 30 than 20. Officially,
Ew, why did you say it like that?
Isn't that weird? Isn't that
Ew.
weird? I am officially in my late 20s now. Is that weird?
I actually felt a gag. I felt a gag.
Right? I, mentally, I'm still like 21, 22, and I blame the pandemic for that.
Oh my God.
Because I was talking to Jack about it because I was like, well, when the pandemic began, I was like 22. When we all kind of left it, I was like 24, 25. And so I like lost those years of like my early 20s, and now I'm like here, 26. I am a child.
And it's like, what is happening? No, literally.
Yeah. So it's been really weird. I don't feel 26. I didn't even really feel 25 either. So, but I don't know. Here I am.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Don't worry about it.
Siri.
She said, don't worry about it, girl. 26 is still young. You got so many years ahead.
Yeah.
You good.
I was like,
Thanks,
okay,
Siri.
thanks. But yeah, no, it was really low key.
Yeah,
Jack and
what'd
I
you
just
do
went
to celebrate?
We just went to dinner. We had some Thai food, and then I went
Ooh.
to Barnes and Nobles and bought a shit ton of books.
I love it.
Yeah, I know, it's so bad.
I need
it's
a
so bad.
haul. I need a haul.
Oh yes, I'll send it to you. But it's so funny. I was walking to the like cash register because I was like, okay, I'm done, and I walk by and there's this other book that I see, and I'm like, oh my God, am I gonna?
No, I'm not done.
Yeah, I'm not done. Do I have to get it? And Jack's like, well, do you want it? I mean, it's your birthday. You could just get it. I was like, fine, I'll get it. So.
Now that is true husband behavior. I love that for you.
Right? Yeah. So, but yeah, no, it was really low key. I don't really like doing things for my birthday. I'm just like, whatever. Like, no one has to know. No one literally has to know that it's my birthday.
I hear you. No, I feel very similarly, actually.
Yeah.
And yeah, sorry for what I texted you. I literally texted Selena. I was like, you're old as fuck. Because she is. And I'm about to be old as fuck, too.
Yeah, I know. You're right. You're coming up.
Girl, crazy.
But no, it literally made me laugh out loud because it was just so funny. I was like, yeah, I am old as fuck. Yeah. That happened. I visited my sister in Milwaukee a couple weekends ago, which was really fun. I started writing again because November is NaNoWriMo, which is really weird. I'm working on my adult fantasy. It feels weird to be drafting because like editing is a whole different mindset. And so it's like weird to be drafting, but I'm happy to be writing again in general. So it's like, even though it's kind of like a pain in the ass, I'm like, you know what? I'm writing again, and that's fine. Like,
yes,
it's okay.
that is fine. And like,
Yeah.
I'm sure at some point during the month, you're going to hit your stride and it's going to be like, this is so fun again, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because like the beginning is always the toughest to write. Like I hate writing begiings, you know?
It's just
I just
like,
want them
you
to
gotta
like kiss.
set it up. And then once no, literally, girl, don't have to tell me that. Ooh.
Oh my god, it was so crazy because I went on NaNoWriMo to like put in my new project so I can track it. Last year, I wrote 70K in November. I don't know what. I don't know what I was on last year, but I was on some sort of fucking drug. I was in some sort of mind space that I wrote 70K literally like.
That was insane.
I don't know what happened. Like, I'm definitely not writing 70K again this month because I just don't have it in me. But, like, I'm, like, looking back at that and I'm like, it's hard to, like, recognize our achievements in the moment. You know what I mean? And so, like, looking back at that a year later, being like, holy shit, you did that, was, like, so disorienting for me. Like, it was, like, almost like a different person.
No, it is, because then you look at you now and you're like, oh, I could never do that. So it's like, how did what happened?
Yeah.
But again, different projects, different challenges.
Yes. Yeah.
You're still going to write a shit ton. So.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, don't worry. Yeah. And then the last thing is that work has slowed down. Thank God.
Good.
Because I was dying in October. And now it's officially slowed down, and I'm just like, I'm like decompressing.
You can
I'm
breathe
like,
again.
I know, like I'm like, oh my God, I can like take my time. So, but yeah, that's basically all my life updates.
All
what
right.
have you been up to?
Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I told Selena the whole story. I try not to overshare too much on the podcast. I'll just put a little snippy snip snap in.
Yeah,
you
just
know?
a little
snip
sprinkle
snap,
of
snip
it.
snap, snip snap. Do you have any idea the emotional toll 3 of a sex abuse has on a person? Sorry. Anyways, oh my God. No, I just, over the past 2 months, 3 different guys who have ghosted me have tried to come back into my life, and like, they will play these games to try to get what they want, and it's really unfortunate. And I'm not trying to talk myself up or whatever, but I feel like I'm the kind of person who tries to give people chances, like believe the best in them or whatever. And every time this happens, it just like triggers that part of me where it's like, they're taking advantage of you. They're trying to get what they want. And it's so frustrating. Yeah. And unfortunately, that is such the norm with dating nowadays. And like, I'm thankful that I have grown as a person, especially like Selena and I were talking about before we got on, like, especially over the past year, like I have really gotten better at like setting my boundaries, saying like, that's not what I want. I'm all set. Thanks. Peace out. Yeah. And thankfully I have, because dealing with these people, I'm like, no. So...
You're dealing with children. Literal children.
Literal like, infant, ridiculous. Fetus, stupid fuckers. But anyways, I literally can't.
Not actual children, let's clarify.
Oh God, no.
But they act like children. That is
literally
the thing.
Acting that like children. Oh my God, that's but yeah, I'm just so, every time it happens, it's like a mix of like feeling so drained because dating is so hard nowadays. Yeah. But then on the other side, like being proud of myself that I was like double middle finger, you know? So
yeah. Also setting boundaries so that you're not taken advantage of. Like I think people can just, I think people think that they can just like walk over people and do whatever the fuck they want. And you're like, no. That's not how it's going to be. And I think that's so... that takes a lot in order to voice that correctly, but also stand your ground and be like, and not doubt yourself, right? Yeah. Not gaslight yourself and be like, oh my God, was that too mean? Was that, did I not give them enough time? Blah, blah, all that stuff. Yeah. Like, no, you're literally just like trying to protect yourself. And I give you props for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. So yeah, that was a big chunk of my week this week. Yeah. But I did get to see friends, which was super fun. I went to like this club with like a group of girls, not like a club, but like it was more like social club vibes. So you just like eat, hang out, whatever. Like we got all cute. So it was super fun. I did have one of those days though, before I went out Saturday night or yesterday night, had one of those nights where I had nothing to wear. I saw a dress in my closet and I said, I need a black skirt. I cut off the top of the dress, hoping that it would fit me like a skirt, but then the bottom half ended up being way too big. And I was like, well, fuck. So I'm going to try to turn it into something and see if I can like fix it or like whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I literally cut a dress in half.
You're brave. I would never. Because
to be fair though, this dress, I had shrunk it in the wash. So like if I wore it as a dress, it would literally be up my ass crack. Yeah. So I was like, I can't do this.
I mean, that's a vibe. Just kidding. I mean, that is a vibe, okay?
Yeah.
Nice. You know what I just realized? I get to see you this week. Isn't that weird?
Dude, I know. I'm literally so excited. We have to go over wedding outfits. I think you already showed... told me what you're gonna wear, but I'm doubting what I want to wear now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, send me your options then.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
Me and Selena are going to a mutual friend's wedding, and we're gonna get ready together. I'm totally gonna third wheel with Selena and Jack. I'm super excited about it.
Jack is gonna third wheel us. Like, that's the difference. We have to go after recording this podcast. Yes. Jack and I are gonna go to the mall because he needs something to wear. Because like. Again, I've been literally drowning in work and life in October that I've reemerged and I'm like, oh shit, this wedding is so soon. Like, Jack, what the fuck are you wearing? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know.
I love like getting dressed up for weddings and stuff, but it's always so stressful because you want to have the right outfit, like you want to whatever. So yeah. So I'm really excited to see you. Ooh,
yeah. I think it's gonna be so much fun.
I think so too. Wow. Okay. Wow. It's crazy. It's already coming up.
I know, right? Like, I feel very privileged that I get to see you like it's going to be a third time this year that I see you.
Wait, is it?
Holy crap. Yeah. Because we went to Vegas. You came to Minnesota in September. And then now this week.
Yeah. You're
Holy
right.
Holy crap. That's
Holy
a lot.
Shit. It is.
That's a lot.
Sorry.
Excuse you.
The thing is, I didn't even feel like, you know how you can feel burps? I didn't feel myself burp. It slipped out.
Yeah, no.
I didn't even feel it.
That's so valid. That's valid.
Crazy.
That prompts me to my next question. What are you drinking today?
Oh, today's episode is sponsored by Olipop. No, just kidding. No, it's not. But I needed to. So GoPuff is like the snack. I really am a walking fucking ad. Pay me some fucking money. No, but I ordered stuff from GoPuff and I needed to hit a certain amount of money to like avoid the small cart fee. So I ended up getting a bunch of Olipops, which is like supposedly these healthy sodas, like whatever, suck my dick. But like this is the strawberry vanilla flavor. It has prebiotics, botanicals, and plant fiber. Which also, what the fuck are botanicals? Because I hear botanical and I think tree. So are you telling me there's like trees?
I don't fucking know. Petals? Flower petals?
Can you imagine I'm drinking fucking flower petals? That would be a new low. If you catch me drinking flower petals, send me to the pound. But no, I'm like, but yeah, it's actually really good. I like this flavor.
Yeah, no, my sister loves Olipops. So they are very good.
I've tried like the vintage cola and like the root beer ones, and I don't like those. But I will say the more like fruity flavored ones I think are better.
Okay.
So
very nice.
What are you drinking today?
I am drinking coffee.
Selena, how dare you?
It is literally 12:30 right now.
I know.
Where I am located, it is 12:30. It's funny because we like fell back today, but I swear I slept in still and I got like 11 hours of sleep. I don't know why I'm so like I'm just trying to hibernate for the winter. Whatever. That's some bullshit that I feed myself. But like I literally don't understand why I'm like sleeping so much. So
well, here's the thing. I'm so tired, but I can't sleep. And part of it is because it's so bright in my room with the windows.
Oh, yeah.
But I just like, I cannot sleep in. I can't do it.
You should get blackout curtains from Amazon.
Dude, I need to. I've thought about it at least 100 times.
Yeah, just get like obviously your curtain rods or whatever and then buy them off of Amazon. We got some off of Amazon and they are so good. Like they weren't expensive, but they're like literally blackout and it's so nice.
Well, say less. Will you send me a link?
Yeah, I bought it a long time ago. But yeah, they have like different lengths too.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll send it to you. What are you reading, watching, listening, consuming?
Reading. I finally finished that stupid fucking book, The Long Game by Elena Armas. I've been talking about for 3 weeks. I finally got through it. And at first, I really convinced myself, like, oh, it's just because, like, I'm in a slump. But then I got to the end and I was like, oh, I just don't think I like this book.
Yeah.
You know? There were some good moments of tension and, like... But it was a really big letdown because I love her as an author. Like, I love her, like, other books. And so then reading this one, I was just like, ugh. And the concept was good. And I feel like everything was there. But it just felt so cheesy and forced. And, yeah. So it just wasn't quite right. But
darn. What are you going to read next?
I think I'm finally going to read that book of the month book I've had on my dresser forever. I think it's called You Again or something like that. I don't remember who it's by, but I'm excited to read that one. So.
Nice. That reminds me, it is your pick this month for our book club.
Girl. Well, you know what I might do? What? I think if I end up going to Barnes & Noble today, I'm going to browse and just pick something. Yeah.
Do it. Yeah. Whatever calls to your heart.
Okay. Isn't that a TV show?
What?
When Calls the Heart? I think my mom watches that on Hallmark. Anyway, what are you reading?
Okay, what am I reading? So, I finished Belladonna by Adeline Grace, which was that young adult fantasy, romance, mystery, whatever that I read. I kid you not. The romance storyline in that book is like 8 out of 10, the same romance storyline that I wrote in my book.
Shut up.
Literally, as I was reading it, Theoni, my jaw dropped because I was like, holy shit, this is my plot line.
What I did. You stole it from me.
No. It was so crazy. Like, it was so crazy. It blew my mind. But, I mean, now that I have...
That's so fun, though, to, like, read your idea in a different author's voice.
Yes.
That's like fascinating. It
was wild, honestly. So wild. Well, now that it's good though, because then I can use that book as a comp when I'm sending my book to agents and whatever. So at least I know that. But like when I was reading it in real time, I was like, oh my God, like this is like I've never had a unique fucking idea. Like
no, literally no experience is like unique to anyone.
Exactly. So then now I am reading Jade War by Fonda Lee, which is the second book in the Green Bone Saga series. And I'm a little over halfway of that book. It's a big boy. I think it's like 580 pages, which like I typically now lean towards like smaller books just because I can read them faster. But it's really good. I'm loving it so far. And so I'm just like really excited to finish it because I just want to know how it ends.
Ooh, okay, nice.
Oh, that is an adult fantasy. So.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, what are you watching?
I realized I have a couple episodes of The Kardashians to catch up on, so I started one of those this morning. I've watched a little bit of Always Sunny. I honestly haven't watched a ton this week. I watched a little bit of Gilmore Girls and One Tree Hill with my roommates.
Nice.
But I think that's it for the most part. So kind of just like my go-tos, nothing like super exciting. But how about you?
Nice. Nothing exciting either, honestly. Jack and I finished the anime Demon Slayer. Other than that, like we haven't been watching anything much, which is fine.
Yeah. I'm sure like by next week there'll be like a new obsession. I feel like every time I'm like, oh, there's nothing to watch, I find something and then I become obsessed with it.
Yes, exactly.
What are you listening to?
Okay, I'm actually listening to a lot of stuff this time.
Yay! Wait,
yes.
Okay, ooh.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I've been jumping around. So it's been a good like listening week for the past 2-ish weeks or whatever. So I have been listening to Renee Rapp's newest album, right? The one that she had just dropped recently.
You're gonna die. Okay, but anyways.
No, it's literally so fucking good. And she's releasing the deluxe version of it on the 17th this month. And I am so excited because it is phenomenal.
It's such a good album. Good. Wait, what's your favorite song on it though?
Okay, I have a couple.
Okay.
So here's I did rate them. So my third favorite is Poison.
Okay.
My second is Tummy Hurts, and then my first is Gemini Moon.
Interesting. My favorite is Talk Too Much.
Oh, that one's a bop.
I love that song. Those lyrics hit me in the fucking...
Yeah.
That is such a... No, literally, even the title, like, hits me in the fucking... So anyways. Wow, I love that.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
So good.
I don't know why we didn't review her album when it came out. Like,
I don't know. But
so
here's
good.
the thing is, like, I think it's been, like, almost like a slow burn for a lot of people. Not that people weren't aware of it or whatever, but apparently it's the most listened to like debut album of the whole year or something like that.
It is.
And I don't blame people because it's like she's so personable, she's so funny, like she's so authentic, and then her music is really good. And with her, it's like you have such like good vibed music for like what I feel like people want to listen to these days, but you're also getting these insane vocals because she started out on Broadway. Yeah. So she's literally like everything, you know?
Yeah. She's the whole package. Like,
she is. God, I love her.
So I've been listening to that. And then I've also been listening to 1989, Taylor's version. I've been in my feels, right? Literally in my feels, because like that is my favorite Taylor Swift album. Like if there's one album to define me, to define my life, to define my personality, it is 1989. And I've been living my life because I feel like I've been transported back to 2014. Just listening to that. It's so nostalgic in like the best way.
Did that really come out in 2014?
It did.
No, there's no way that album's almost 10 years old.
Yes, it's 9 years old. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that fucking insane, Theoni? I was listening to that as a senior in high school. I remember I'm 26. Remember I'm old as fuck.
No.
Yeah. Yes, Theoni.
Wait, no, but when we were a senior in high school, that was 2016. 2016.
So I was like, I think I was listening to it after. I think I was listening to it after because I was on.
I'm sorry, not that I don't believe you, but like that just made me feel so old.
Yeah, October 27th, 2014.
That's disgusting, actually.
Yeah, because I remember, because maybe it wasn't my senior year, it was my junior year, but like I was the only one out of all my siblings in high school because my sister had graduated and then my next sister was still in middle school, so I had the car to myself to drive to high school. And every single time I would drive, I would blast that shit. I would blast 1989.
That's so like nostalgic for you. Like how special.
Exactly. That's why it defines me, okay? So it's been so good to re-listen to it and have it, have her own it now. But her vault tracks are so fucking amazing. Like, I think her vault tracks for Speak Now were really, really good. But this one, I think, blows it out of the fucking water. And they're just they're literally so good. They're so good. My favorites, for sure, are Say Don't Go and Is It Over Now? But honestly, all of them are so good. So,
I might have to listen to them just to, like, support you, in this moment of your life.
You have to. Say Don't Go is a bop. It's a sad song, but Say Don't Go is a bop. And then Is It Over Now is so fucking shady. It is so shady.
Oh, like, I love those. I love shady songs.
Yes,
it's so good.
Okay, so listening to that, I've also been listening to Niall Horan's newest single featuring Lizzie McAlpine called "You Could Start a Cult," which I had sent a snippet to you on TikTok. The full song is out, and their voices blend so well.
Well, what I've seen from Niall performing on The Voice and like on the Kelly Clarkson show, and I think he has one of those voices who can sound good with almost anyone.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's a fact that he was in a boy band, so you learn to like blend and whatever. So I don't know if it's that, but like he sounds good with many people.
Yes.
Which is cool.
It's crazy. But I love that song. It's just, love it. And then oddly enough, another kind of song that I found from TikTok or whatever, this one's kind of old. And it's a TikTok sound, but now I've been listening to the actual song.
Okay.
It's by The Weeknd with Jennie from Blackpink and then Lily Rose Depp, called One of the Girls from The Idol, from the HBO series or show or whatever. Honestly, I didn't even know what the song was called. Yeah. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, it's an actual song. It's like a full-length song. And so I've been listening to that here and there.
Ooh.
But
okay.
Yeah.
The one song from The Idol that I like listen to like ironically for no reason, it's the one that's called I don't even know what it's called, but it's like, I'm just a freak, yeah. You know I want it bad. Oh, World Class Sinner, I think it's called.
I don't think I've heard of that.
No, you have.
Okay.
No, you have had to. Baby, I want it done. Da 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 da. Get what I want. Na na na.
Maybe.
It's
I mean, you did a good job, but maybe.
No, but yeah, that soundtrack low key, but like go figure, it's The Weeknd. Yeah. Like the music's gonna be good. I know.
Exactly. So. But yeah, that's what I've been listening to. What have you been listening to?
My November 2023 playlist definitely has a vibe. So let me read the There's only 6 songs on it so far, so let me read what it is.
Okay.
So, On My Mama by Victoria Monet will dub because I'm
course.
still listening to that.
Yes.
There's this one song called I Miss the Misery by this band called Hailstorm. Don't ask me why. It is like almost like borderline screamo, but for some reason I really like it.
Yeah.
It makes me like can I just play a little?
Go for it.
Okay, wait. Just listen to the beginning.
Okay, wait, that slaps.
It
That slaps.
right? So even though it's like way hardcore,
Yeah.
I like it for
It
some
slaps.
reason. I've been listening to You Oughta Know by Alanis Morissette like so
Nice.
much. That song is the biggest fuck you. So I think that's why it's been like really relating to
Yeah.
me recently. I've been listening to Wicked Ones by Dorothy, which is a bop.
Nice.
And then Runaway by The Skins. And
Nice.
then Talk Too Much by Renee Rapp, which we already talked about. So, yeah, some good
Great.
stuff.
Wow.
I'm like obsessed with those, but I want to keep adding more. So I'm actually
yeah.
excited to listen to the stuff that you talked
Good,
about.
Good. I remembered one other thing that I am listening to as well. I'm
right.
listening to Can't Catch Me Now by Olivia Rodrigo, which is a song for the newest Hunger Games. The song something for birds and I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Anyways, also feeds into my obsession that I think that I'm back in like 2014 because right, like the Hunger Games came out then and Divergent
Yeah.
came out then, all that stuff. So, it's actually really good. Like I really like it. You know what it reminds me of? It's so a cappella core that I bet $100 there's gonna be so many groups singing
Doing
this
that
song.
song. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's like the harmonies are gorgeous, and obviously like the bridge like builds, and you know it's very a cappella core.
I
you
love
know,
songs made for movies. I'm sorry. I'm such a sucker for them because they're so, especially like, in particular, all the songs for James Bond movies. Like I think about like No Time to Die with Billie Eilish. Like I think of Skyfall by Adele. What's that? Writing on the Wall by Sam Smith.
Oh, that's
like,
so good.
so
good.
I got chills. So good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What are you consuming?
I did have canes the other day.
Shut
so that's
the fuck
all I
up.
need to talk about.
Shut up.
My roommates and I were like shopping downtown, and then we're like, oh, let's stop at the Canes that's here because the new one just opened up on Boylston Street. So we stopped in, we got it, we Ubered home, and then we ate it. And it was, I could literally eat canes every day of my life. I'm not joking. Like I can't get sick of it. It literally, I
So
told
good.
them, I was like, it turns me on. Like it does. Like
Yeah.
if someone proposed to me with like a vat of cane sauce, I would be like, yes, oh my God.
And then you dive into it.
Yeah. Oh my God, wait,
Literally.
no, that's my proposal. Like we go get canes together and I go to dip my chicken in the sauce and I'm like, wait, what's this? A ring?
Weird fantasy, but I got you. I understand.
Or what was that? That's totally a lie, by the way. Future husband, don't fucking propose to me like that. I'll be pissed. Okay? But like, it's like that classic question where you're like, if I had to have 2 liquids coming out of my fingertips at my disposal, what would they be? My new one is cane sauce.
Yeah. Wait, what's your other one?
Water, because I'm a boring ass. No,
that is kind of
'cause
boring,
I
but I
gotta
don't believe you.
survive.
Okay, got you.
And then
I got you.
No, because then the cane sauce will like clog up my arteries, and then the water will flush it out. Because that's how it works.
You know, actually, that's smart. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Smart.
Science.
You're being smart.
Yeah. What are your 2 liquids?
Well, for sure.
Hated that
What are your 2 liquids?
Ew.
Yeah.
Ugh.
For sure, Dr. Pepper, because I am a Dr. Pepper hoe. Okay.
Yeah, I love Dr. Pepper.
I don't know what my other one would be. I can't say water because I feel like that's a little boring. Sorry.
Okay, I'll go fuck myself.
I don't know if I want coffee either. So it'd be like Dr. Pepper and I don't know. I don't know. Let's table that for next week.
Yeah. All right.
What I've been consuming, so I went to go visit my sister in Milwaukee a couple weekends ago, and we went to this like all you can eat sushi buffet.
Yum.
And it was super good. But the thing about those buffets is that like I eat so much sushi that I can't eat sushi again for like the next couple of months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just so much, because I love sushi. Like, don't get me wrong. And when she told me that we were going to have dinner at like the sushi buffet, I was like, yes, let's go, because I haven't had sushi in a long time. But then I eat too much that I'm like, okay, I can't have anymore. That's enough, okay?
Yeah, I get
too many slices.
Too many slices.
Okay, are we ready to jump into pop culture?
Oh, sure. Okay, I feel like this one is on both of our lists. We have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Matthew Perry passed away. I was really actually so shocked when I saw that. My friend texted it to me and I was like, what do you mean? And like, I think it's so tragic for so many ways. Number one, he's young. Number two, he struggled his whole life with addiction.
Yeah.
And like, he had been in a really, really good place finally for the past like few years. And like, he wrote his memoir. Like, it sounded like everything was going really well. And then this happens and it's just so heartbreaking. And you think like his characters are ones you grow up with. Like, obviously everyone talks about Chandler Bing, like, duh. But like, I also think about like one of the other characters I think about is like in 17 Again. You know, that movie with like Zac Efron and like whatever. Like, I always think of that. It's just weird. Like, it's weird because now I'll never watch that show without being like, oh, he's not, like, it doesn't process, you know?
Yeah. I remember getting that notification on my phone and just gasping because I was like, what? Like what? And so I had to like click and actually read to like believe that this has happened. I'm like, it's just like crazy. It's crazy because I love Friends, and it's right. And like you were saying too, like everyone loves Chandler Bing, and you know, his character is so iconic, and it was just like really crazy to think that like they aren't going to be all together.
I know,
like, anymore.
It's totally bizarre. And I know that like they're still like deferring the cause of death and everything. And like, I think what we know so far is that there's no foul play at the house, no drugs and alcohol were found, but there was like prescription drugs found. I think preliminarily they said there was no like meth and something else found in his system, meth and marijuana, I think. But they're still waiting for like the full toxicology and the full thing to like determine a cause of death, because I'm just thinking he died in his jacuzzi, right? And how does that happen? Did you get overheated and pass out? Yeah. Did you like, how does that happen? You know, it's so sad.
I know. Okay, my next one is that it was the 20th anniversary of Wicked this past weekend or whatever.
Crazy to me.
Right? 20 years?
That musical is so special to so many people. And there's a reason for it. Like, it is so good.
Yeah. I remember, like, listening to it on, like, you know, like, the CD players. Like, they had, my cousins had a CD of it, and we would play it downstairs when we were, like, playing with Barbies or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
And we would, like, listen to that. And I was, like, I remember always thinking, like, oh my God, like, I want to go see it. Like, I love the soundtrack. And I didn't go see it until I was in high school as a sophomore. And, like, it literally, like, changed my fucking world. Like, it rocked my world. It's just so great.
You can't, like, even if you don't like musicals, you can't listen to that and be like, you know, like, honestly, it's just good.
Honestly, the thing is that, like, if you have a chance to go see it, go fucking see it. Like, everyone talks about it for a fucking reason. Like, it is so good, you know?
Literally, And I just feel like Idina Menzel and, like, Kristen Chenoweth as people, like, they're so comforting. I don't know.
Yeah. Ugh. Love.
It's the best. The only other one I have is that Zoe Kravitz and Channing Tatum are engaged.
I know!
Which I think they're so cute. Like, okay, pop off.
It's, okay, honestly, the first time I heard about them, I was like, okay, that's weird. But, like, now that it's been some time, I'm like, okay, I've made my peace with it. Like, it's fine now.
I agree.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. For sure.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think that's it for pop culture then.
Alrighty. So, Selena, tell our audience what we are discussing today.
Today, Theoni and I are discussing our beige flags. Okay? They're not red flags. They're not green flags. They're beige flags that are like in the middle that could go either way. And I will say, writing mine, I was like, I don't know if these are beige flags. Like, I really don't.
I don't either. That's the weird thing about beige flags. I almost think it's more like weird quirks or like, where it's not like necessarily a good thing, but it's definitely not a bad thing. Yes. It's just weird.
Exactly.
Exactly. So I'm so curious to hear what you'll say.
Me too. Do you want to go first? What's your first beige flag?
Okay. Yeah. So my first beige flag is that I will break into accents in the middle of a conversation. Like, you've heard me do it 100 times. Like, I'll just start talking like this, or yeehaw. Like, I'm just gonna do. Like, I don't know what it is, but it just rolls off the tongue for me.
That is a beige flag. That is a beige flag.
I know, because like it's not like a good thing, but it's not a bad thing. It's just who I am.
Yeah. Okay, I agree.
Me. Yeah, don't love everyone else. Sorry. Okay.
That was a good, strong beige flag to start with. I really liked it.
Thank you. My go-to is British, but I love a Southern sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, what's your first beige flag?
Okay, again, I don't know if this is a fucking beige flag. Maybe it's just like me being a bitch, but okay.
Selena, you're not a bitch.
Maybe it's
your
actually
beige flag
red.
is you calling yourself a bitch all the time.
Or a hoe, or a slut.
Yeah, literally. Why am I always a whore?
Yeah,
I'm never a hoe, I'm a whore.
Whore, yep, you're right, right. Okay, my beige flag is that I'll agree to your plan, all the while thinking of a better plan, but not voicing that better plan.
That is so you. I didn't realize how you that was until you just said it out loud, and I'm like, holy shit. That is so you. Oh my God. Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's so many things tied up in that too, and I feel like people probably do that for different reasons, like,
oh yeah,
because it's like, okay, I guess it's your plan, so I'm just gonna roll along with what you're doing, but it's like, because then you don't want to be the bitch who's like, oh well, you could do this and this, and then you make the other person feel bad, or it's like you just don't want to put in the work to then make their plan your plan, and it's like, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Exactly. So
that's a good one. I love that one.
Thanks. Okay, what's your second one?
So my second beige flag is that I think my impressions that I do are good when they're really not. I really like gas myself up. I'm like, oh no, this is pretty good. Like, yeah. But like, I don't think they're actually good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like sometimes maybe they'll hit in the moment, but then I try to recreate it and it's like, no. That's embarrassing. Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Specifically my Josh Gad. I will say, see, but this is my problem. I'm justifying in my head right now. I'm like, no, but like my Donald Trump and my Jennifer Coolidge are pretty good.
They are good. I will say that.
I don't know, man. Is it a beige flag, or like, am I actually just good at them? Who's to say?
We'll never know.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
We'll never know, yeah.
One victory royale, yeah, Fortnite. I haven't thought of that in a long time. All right, Abe. What is your next beige flag?
Okay. My next beige flag is that I'll be nice, but I won't be your friend. I think there's like a very thin line for me of like, I will be nice, but I will never extend any friendship your way. And I think that's like, again, a very like particular thing for me. Like, I don't know if that's a beige flag though.
What do you mean? Because I feel like the people who are your friends, like you extend friendship to them, right? Like your people are your people.
Yes, yeah, those are my friends.
Do you mean just like strangers?
Yeah, and just like acquaintances too. Like I'll be nice, but I will not be your friend. Like I will not text you. I will not follow up.
Yeah.
Like, because I am not your friend.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I hear you. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. And then there's me on the other hand, who I'm like, I want everyone to be my friend. I want everyone to like me, which is a problem. But like, I'm in therapy. It's fine. But like, I love how we're so the same but so different.
I know. We are. We're very much the same, but very different.
Much different. Yeah.
It works though. It really does.
It does. Yeah. Okay. Look at this. We have a successful podcast. Okay. With sponsors from Olipop. It's really exciting.
No.
Can I get sued for saying that when it's not true?
I don't know. I should know because I'm in marketing.
Yeah. Okay. My next beige flag.
Okay.
So in my phone, like when I set alarms, I have an alarm for like every single time that possibly exists. So like I do like 6 a.m., 6:05 a.m., 6:10 a.m., all the way like through the day. Like let me check my alarms
through
right
the
now.
Day?
Yes. So my because I nap, I do all these different things. So my earliest alarm that I have set is 12:10 a.m. And then my latest one is for 9:35 p.m. And I have bizarre times in there. Like I have a solid 8:39. I have an 8:53. Let's see, I have a 1:29 a.m. Like I don't know
why a.m.
what
okay,
this
my
is.
question is why a.m. Like
I don't
why?
know.
So you wake up in the middle of the night?
Remember. I do not remember where half of these are from, but like I just never delete them for whatever reason. I don't know.
Okay, that is a beige flag. That's weird.
I know, but I guarantee I'm not the only one out there who does this shit.
definitely.
Okay.
But that's weird.
I know. All right, what's your next one?
Okay, my next one, I don't know if this is a beige flag. Maybe it is. I don't know. But my next beige flag is that I won't read a series or trilogy in a row and then in parentheses anymore. Because I used to just bang them out all in one go.
Yeah.
But now I like will read the first in a trilogy and then it'll take me a whole year to read the second one. Like
That is a beige flag.
Okay. Because like I don't know, like for example, I read Jade City by Fonda Lee earlier this year in like February. I am now just reading Jade War, which is the second book now. Like I've finally come around to read the second book. I don't know why.
That's just crazy to me because I'm so the opposite that like if I like a series, like in my brain I have to read it all in one. Like I just do. Like when I get excited about it, I want to read everything and know everything, you know?
That's so funny. Yeah, no, like I really like Jade City. I just took my time to get to Jade War. Even the same with A Court of Silver Flames and Hosab. It took me a whole year to read Hosab when I read it with you. Like I just didn't. I was like, oh, whatever, it's out. Like I'll read it eventually. Like
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is a good one. Good one.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay, what's your next one?
So this is like an example of kind of what my point is. So I'm just going to read what I wrote and then I'll discuss. So I wrote, I won't remember your birthday, but I will remember every detail about the one time your cousin came to visit in 1896. Like I just like, so what I mean by that is like my memory is so selective and not on purpose. I will remember like this random, like this came up the other day with my family where I remembered the first name, last name of this random guy in my sister's high school choir. But like, I couldn't remember all this other shit. Like, I don't know why my memory works like that. And sometimes I really feel bad because it's like, I'm not intentionally forgetting this thing that you told me and my brain just doesn't work. Yeah. But like, if you ask me what like your childhood dog's name is and if he got groomed 1 or 2 times, like I don't know why that was my example, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that is a beige flag. That is a beige flag.
No, I know.
Because Jack has the same thing and it like bugs me. I'm like, how can you not remember this and this and this, but then you can remember the day in 4th grade when you had to leave early for a dentist appointment, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, there is no in between. What the fuck?
There's not. Like, and it's so annoying because it's like, I can empathize with Jack and I also empathize with you because if I were the person on the other side, I'd be like, what the fuck? But then as the person, I'm like, I'm not doing it on purpose. Like, I want to remember. I just can't. Okay. You know?
That makes sense. I get it. That's definitely a beige flag. Okay.
It definitely is. Yeah. 1000%.
Okay. My next beige flag is that I will cuss your ass out on the road. I'll have horrible, horrible road rage. But I will never use my horn at you.
Interesting.
It's weird. It's really weird. Like, I will be, like, swearing up a storm in my car about this car that just cut me off. I will not touch my horn, though. Like, I will not.
That's so interesting. See,
Yeah.
when I get road rage, my rage is just, like, there. Like, I'm honking the horn. I'm cussing you out. I'm flicking you off. Like, I just don't fucking cut me off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Like, why do you think you avoid the horn? I guess the thing is, like, when you're cursing someone out, they can't hear you cursing them out. The worst they could see is that your face is annoyed, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, with the horn, it's like, oh, they're visibly irritated with me. And have you ever heard those stories where, like, people will then follow a car who honked at them and then, like, shoot them?
Yeah.
Like, that has actually happened. That's not me being dramatic.
No.
That's real life.
No. Yeah. So maybe it's, like, in a sense, like, a protection thing. But also, like, I don't want to make them feel bad, which, again, is psycho because they cut me off. They're stupid.
They should feel bad.
Okay? Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Humans are so weird.
I know.
Like, why do we think things? Like, God.
Anyways.
My last beige flag is that my phone is always on silent. Like, it doesn't have vibrate or anything. Why did it say vibrate? Like, it's just not, like, vibrate is never on. It's never on silent, which is so inconvenient because I will leave my phone random places a lot and I can never fucking find it. Everyone's like, I'll call your phone. I'm like, that won't help.
Yeah.
Like, I just never have it on. And I hate the vibration, like the feeling of it, the sound of it. I hate my fucking ringtone. I refuse to find one I like. Maybe that's another beige flag. My ringtone is fucking By the Seaside. Like that, where it's like,
fucking By the Seaside.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know, exactly.
God, no, actually, that might be a red flag. And, like, that's fine. I might need to change it. But, like, it's all tied into one. I just, like, don't want to hear it.
How interesting. That is a beige flag. Because I have to, like, I have to have it on vibrate at least. Like, that's the least that I can do. Like, sometimes I put my ringer on, but then that gets fucking annoying. But I have to have it on vibrate. My last beige flag is that I won't make any plans. I don't want to be invited to your party, your outing, or whatever. But then I'll have the audacity to have FOMO.
Okay, I feel like that's so relatable to a lot of people, you know? See, I'm different that I want to be invited to everything because, like, again, what we were talking about before, but it's like... I get that. I think that makes sense. Because it's like you don't actually want to be there, but then you see people having a good time and you're like, aw. That's a good beige flag. Yeah. But also I think like not like totally relatable, you know? Like a lot of people have that beige flag.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Well, that was pretty good. I will say that was really fun. They were like better than I thought.
Me too, and I feel like that always happens when we think we don't have good ideas.
I know.
It like just happens.
Yeah,
because I guess we're just like that.
We're secret geniuses. Okay,
we are. What can I say? Well, Selena, what is our episode topic next week?
Next week, Theoni and I will be talking about the next Allie Hazelwood novel called Check and Mate, which is her first young adult novel. It's a young adult romance, which I'm very excited for because young adult is my bread and butter. So I am so excited to see like how she translates all of her kind of like adult language and themes into a young adult novel. Very, very excited. Also, I'm just very excited that we're getting fed because we got an Allie Hazelwood book earlier this year, and now we get another one, and then we get another one soon, her next one called Bride, very soon, early next year. Which
is going to be so... props to her because she really found her niche with her books, but then she's like, nope, I'm not going to get comfortable. I'm going to try all these new things.
Yes!
Which, like, go her. So I'm super excited to see that, or to read that, because I think it'll be... very interesting. And I love her adult stuff so much. I'm like, ooh, I'm like nervous because I don't want it to let me down.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I will say, like, young adult and adult is very different in a sense for, like, romance, right? Yeah, so it's not going to be, like, the level that we get in, like, love theoretically, you know? Yeah. Like, it's not going to be a scene up against their fucking apartment window, you know? So I think it's gonna definitely be way more like character driven, but like I love that. Like I'm so ready for like a really like
just a cute,
teenager,
nice,
yes, like a high school love story. Like I'm so excited.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.